seekers, and welcome back to Truth in Life Tarot. In this video, we are going to be looking at what your legacy will be. So for pile 1, we have the Weaver Tarot with the Tiger's Eye Crystal. Pile 2, we have the Crystal Power Tarot with the Rose Quartz. For pile 3, we have the True Intuitive Tarot with this Orange Calcite. And for pile 4, we have the Luna Somnia Tarot with the Black Obsidian. All right, the timestamps for the piles as well as the pre-shuffle is going to be below, and I will see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hello and welcome to the pre-shuffle. So we're going to start out with the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So for pile 1, what will their legacy be? Pile 2. Pile 3. And pile 4. Okay. What will pile 1's legacy be? Pile 2. By the way, all the names of these decks are going to be in the description. I'm actually blanking on what this one is called. Pile 3. And pile 4. All right. So this one is called the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Oh my gosh, I can't get it to shuffle. Let me try it at this angle. That's better. Alright, for pile 1, what will their legacy be? Pile 2. Okay. And pile 4. And last but not least, we have the Wishes Oracle deck. So I actually did a review on this Oracle deck if you want to check that out. The link for that will be in the description as well. For pile 1, what will their legacy be? Pile 2. Pile 3. And pile 4. Let's see if I can get one more for pile 4. There we go. All right, so the timestamps for the piles will be down below. I'll see you there. Bye. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Weaver Tarot or this Tiger's Eyes crystal, then this is your reading. So, what will your legacy be? What will you be known for? I'm already getting that this is going to be something you want to be known for. Something that you may be already passionate about. What will your legacy be? Okay. So I know these cards can be a bit difficult to capture on camera, so I'm going to be holding them up. You have the 3 of Wands in reverse. You have the Seeker, which is the Page of Cups. You also have the 8 of Cups. You have Death, the 9 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. So pile 1, I feel like you guys will be known for ending something that is stressful and that doesn't need to be. Like, if there is a community or a group that has an issue that you are part of that has an issue where like maybe people just kind of do what they're told or do what they think that they should do, you're going to break that. You're not going to be a part of that cycle. Even on this Page of Cups, there's a wishbone right there. I feel like you guys are like wish fulfillment. And I was getting that this is something that you're passionate about. So this is probably something that's already within you. A part of your legacy has already begun. Maybe you're already known for doing things differently. Maybe you're already kind of thinking to yourself, you know what, everyone's kind of doing this thing, but this isn't for me. You know? I feel like a part of your legacy will be not only transforming, but being successful in that transformation. Like, you're not going to wait for things to get better. You're not going to just like kind of stand around and comment on things that you want change. You will be the change you wish to see in the world. And when other people look at you and look at what you've done, I feel like it's going to be a top, I almost wanted to say hot button topic. Like, it's going to be is going to be an issue for some people. Like, it's not going to be an easy thing where people just see you doing something different and they're happy for you and that's the end of the story. There are going to be some people, especially with this Eight of Cups and this Nine of Swords, that don't see this as a good thing. Like, they might see you walking away from something something that you're a part of that you should not be walking away from. And it could cause you anxiety. It could cause them anxiety in a way. Because when you look at someone who's doing something different and you yourself are very stuck in your ways, it can cause, I'm not going to say it can cause you anxiety as the person who is like kind of stuck in their ways, but it can cause some disruption. Like they don't like it. Like, they just can't stand it. Like they have to have that control. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. First up, you have potential, security, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You also have the moon, upper world, talent, and dream job. You know what this reminds me of? Like, I didn't say it at the beginning of the reading, but like one of the first things that comes to mind is that movie, The Big Sick, with Kumail Nanjiani. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm actually a big fan of his, and I've heard his name so many times. Kumail Nanjiani, that's his name. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. But in that movie, okay, so Kumail is Pakistani, and Pakistanis believe in arranged marriage. And I'm not going to spoil the whole movie in case you haven't seen it and you want to see it, but to make a long story short, one of the messages of that movie is that sometimes things are not for you. So if your culture or your group or your tribe or whatever is doing one thing, it doesn't mean that you have to be like that. In fact, I get the feeling that with this group, there's something that kind of always happens or something that is expected of you, where you've kind of always seen this as like, but why? Like, why is this like this? Like, it's 2022. Why are we still doing this? Or we're in this new circumstance. Why are we still doing this? With the potential and the moon card, I feel like you guys are not going to be able to see, like from the time that you're seeing this reading, you may not be able to see what the future has in store for you in terms of this legacy. So you may be at the point where the only thing you know is that this certain thing is not for you. I feel like a part of you incorporate this in your talents in some way, because you do have talent and dream job. So it could be that a part of your job will be kind of hand in hand with this legacy. So maybe in the future, when you are already known for this, a part of your job will be inspiring people. That's not necessarily to say that you will get paid for inspiring people per se. I feel like that's just like a side effect, like you're doing your dream job and you're using your talents, and then from time to time you inspire people because maybe you get to know them or you speak with them and they get to really see that if they want change, they can have change, or if they you give them hope. I also feel like this is something that you have to like purposefully, I want to say like bring down from the heavens. So if it's something that you've been thinking about in your head for a long time, you're going to have to purposefully bring it down to earth and like kind of have that realistic mindset about it. Where if you want to do something different, you know that, okay, this is going to be the result of me doing something different. You're not going to have this mindset where you think everything is going to be a-okay. Like, you know, like, yeah, this is going to cause some trouble. There's going to be some people that don't agree with me. But I feel like this thing that you're doing, it's not a bad thing. I feel like this is very much a part of who you are. I feel like you are supposed to be that person to do this, to break the cycles, so to speak. Break the generational curse. And this whole time, you're going to be safe. Like, I feel like this is not going to be something that tips you over. Like, you do have health and security here, which makes me feel like you guys are going to maintain your health and your safety. Like, you're going to be okay despite what you may lose as a result of this. And with this potential card, especially with the dream job and talent, I definitely get the feeling that you're going to, that even in like the worst part of this, you will still be in a way thriving. I mean, even if it doesn't, especially it fell right under the Six of Wands too. So even if it doesn't look like you're thriving, you are thriving. Like, things will be in the works for you. I feel like that part is important. Like, it may not look like it or feel like it all the time, but things are working for you in the background. Like, the universe is working in your favor in the background. Yeah, especially with this moon card here. You may not see it. It may not be something that you would think to yourself. But it's going to be happening in the background while you're living your life. Let's get you some runes. And some letters. Oh wow, one of them just like shot onto the floor. Like, I didn't even see it, I just heard it. And lastly, let's get you guys some charms, and then I'm going to get the one that fell on the floor. So I don't actually look in here as I'm like shuffling around to get the charms. I just kind of shuffle around and then to feel out when I need to take a chunk. All right, let me get the one that fell on the floor. I am so glad the camera was not on my upper body just then, because you would have seen me totally almost fall off this chair. Okay. So let's see. You guys have manas for your rune. So this is what it looks like. And this is a rune of intelligence, skill, ability, and creativity. So right above dream job, you guys are definitely going to be able to use this legacy for your advantage. I get the feeling that if this legacy is not part of your job, it's going to be something that frees you up in a way where you can do your job more effectively. Or like I was saying before, you will be able to use this part of you as a way to help people while you do your dream job. For your letters, you have L, M, and by the way, M is the one that fell on the floor, R, and B. I don't know why I just heard Lord of the Rings. You also have the numbers 8 and 5. Let me put it here. You have, oh wow, you have 3 bells. But you also have the blue sea glass. So sea glass is all about transformation, and you guys got a lot of that. It did fall right on the death card as well. So with sea glass, I mostly think of one, transformation, but also the sea and water and emotions. And you did get the moon card here. So this is going to be, this legacy is going to be really important to you emotionally, not necessarily a part of your drive or like something that fires you up per se, but it is definitely going to be something that means something to you emotionally. And the fact that you got the blue sea glass, because I have different color sea glasses in there, this makes me think that this is also about speaking your truth, which was kind of the backdrop of this entire reading, where a part of your truth is going to be a part of your legacy, and you're going to be able to speak that. And in speaking that, in being vocal about it, in not hiding it, you will help other people. And you will also, it's also going to be great for you because it's going to free you up. It's like you won't be chained anymore. So now for your 3 bells. So you guys have, ooh. That was the letter L this time. When the bell hit, it just popped on the floor. Wow. Okay, so for your colors, you have gold, silver, and red. So the bells represent belief and wishes. I would say belief, wishes, and faith. So with that, you have the color red, which symbolizes passion. That's fire energy. It also represents love and really just action, like energy, like action-oriented energy. With gold and silver, I get success, which I also, and potential, which I also got with the 6 of Wands and the potential card here. I also get that this is going to be something that, like, I'm almost getting like riches or like true wealth. I almost want to say true success, whereas like the gold, I think of more of an outside success. And with the silver, I think of it more as like an inner success, because gold and silver, this can be like the masculine and the feminine as well. So success, belief, and faith as far as the masculine energy is concerned, and also as well as the feminine energy is concerned. So, wow, that was a really powerful reading. Thank you, Pile 1. So if you like that reading, please comment down below. Let me know how I did. Give this video a thumbs up. Join me on Instagram if you're not following me over there already. I also have other social medias that I have not really been active on, but I do have a TikTok now. So I will go ahead and post all that down below if you guys want to join me on those sites as well. And I will see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this crystal power tarot and the rose quartz crystal, then this is your reading. So Pile 2, what will your legacy be? Ace of Pentacles, Malachite, I am always rewarded for all that I do. Death, Phantom Quartz, I let go and embrace new beginnings. 6 of Wands, Garnet, I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. So already I'm getting like physical. also have the Sun, Sunstone. I am optimistic and appreciate all that I have. The Hermit, Turquoise. I follow my own path. And King of Wands, Yellow Calcite. I am successful in all that I do. Lots of success here. Ace of Cups, Aquamarine. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Okay. It's funny that you guys chose the Crystal Power Tarot, and crystals obviously represent earth, which is like things in the earthly realm. And you guys, your legacy will very much be in the earthly realm. It's not going to be something that like an ideal that you're known for per se, although it could be that as well. So there's a lot of success here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Sun, and the King of Wands. Even the Ace of Cups makes me think of like it's a new beginning, but also success in that new beginning, especially since it was the back of the deck energy and surrounded by these other cards. Yeah, and you even have a card that mentions new beginnings right here. So for a lot of you that chose Pile 2, you are not in this energy right now. Like this legacy is not something that you have started at the time of you watching this reading. For some of you, you could be in this Hermit energy now where you're just like kind of thinking on it, or you're just starting on this path. Like you recognize that this is your own path and you're starting to walk it just for you. There's a lot of fire energy as well with the Six of Wands, the Sun, and the King of Wands. So for signs, you also have Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo. So this has to do with success. It does have to do with money as well. It has to do with a positive cause and effect. Like I'm getting like you work hard and you're doing all this, and because of that it will equal this. This card, the Six of Wands, says, I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. And then the King of Wands says, I am successful in all that I do. So what you do is going to be, that's a part of your legacy. It's very much, I'm getting like Capricorn energy, because they're like very driven and very practical. I also think of like persistence and determination when I think of Capricorn energy. So I feel like that's what's going on with you guys. Like you guys have this almost stereotypical Earth or Capricorn energy where you want it, so you're going to go get it, period. Or you want it, or so you will achieve it. Let's see what your oracle cards have to add. You have trust, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, right next to the Ace of Cups. You also have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You have Andrian Cross, travel, and self-improvement. Yeah, definitely with the self-improvement. I get that a lot with you guys, that it's very much, and you see in this card she's exercising. It's very much success and self-improvement in the physical sense. So a part of your legacy has to do with a kind of change, a kind of transformation. You did have the Death card. Excuse me. So what I get from that is like maybe you're not fully open right now. Maybe you're a bit closed off. A part of getting from here to there, like from where you are now to when you will have this legacy, is a kind of letting go and seeing things differently. With the forgiveness, empathy, and trust card here, I feel like you will have to adopt a new way of, it's like a softer side of yourself, like kind of letting yourself not be so rigid. Because Capricorn energy, at least the way I I think of it. I'm a Cancer, but the way I like think of Capricorn energy could be kind of rigid. It's very, very focused. So you're going to loosen up a bit in order to let things flow a little bit more. You even have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So it's definitely a choice to be like, okay, I was this way, I was rigid, and now I'm letting go a bit. And that letting go will lead to forgiveness if that applies for you. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Or empathy, seeing both sides to a situation. And I just watched something recently where someone was discussing the difference between empathy and sympathy, and the example that they gave was empathy. It's like someone is like they fell into like a hole, and you as the person who is empathetic, you will go down there and be like, everything is going to be okay, like not necessarily like you wouldn't necessarily say that everything is going to be okay, but you put yourself in the hole with them, like that's the point. And then like you have the sympathetic person who is looking in from the top of the hole where the first person fell, and they're just like, man, that sucks. Like, so you guys will definitely be more empathetic. That's really important. Sympathetic is, or sympathy is important as well. I don't want to say that that's bad, but empathy will take you further. You also have travel. I'm stuttering so bad with this pile. I'm so sorry. And the Andrian cross. So that makes me think of the potential to travel in like all different directions. So when you want to get from here to there, you could be doing different and weird things. And a part of your legacy will be, or part of how you achieve the legacy will be trying out new things. And wow, did you see this moon ball? It was blinking for a second there. That's crazy. Like I've had this on, this is the first reading that I've had this in, but I've had it on like before and it never did that. That is interesting. So I'm actually going to read a bit for the Andrian cross. For the essence, it says, receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also oh my gosh. I read the arrow for you guys. That's number 3, and I was looking for the Andrian cross number 2. So that might be relevant for you guys. I'm going to finish reading. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. So that was for someone, probably not for all of you, who needed to hear the message of the arrow as well. But for the Andrian cross, card number 2, it says the Andrian cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay. You got this reading is intense. Pile number 2. Like you guys are going to be you guys are gonna be doing some stuff. Okay. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye in the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. Wow. Okay. Pile 2. That was intense. This whole reading is intense. Let me get you guys some runes. Then we'll go into the charms. Let's get some numbers as well. I mean letters. Get one more here. Okay. And for your charms. So as I always say, I don't actually look in here as I'm pulling. I just kind of fiddle around until I feel like it's time to take a chunk. Okay. So for your rune, you guys have Canaz. And this is a rune about knowledge, vision, inspiration, and like kind of technical ability. For your letters, I think I called these numbers before, but you guys actually did get a number as well. You have S, J, M, and L. You guys have the clear or the milky white, milky clear sea glass. So sea glass is all about transformation. Again, with the death card here as well, because the death card is also about transformation. So with the sea glass, because I have different color sea glasses in the charm box, and with sea glass, I always think of transformation as well as emotion, like emotional transformation. So, and of course, with this being like clear or white, I'm thinking like that is going to be clear for you guys. Like this could be, I'm getting like crown chakra as well, like where you could just like know something and that intuition is going to help you. But it's definitely transformation as well as really knowing where to go and what to do. So it could be a part of your ambition as well. So you have the number 7 here. So that number can be significant. You have message in a bottle. So for some of you, you could be getting messages from the universe, or just messages in general could be important for you. I feel like some of you could get random messages. So let's say you're walking down the street and like you hear someone say something, and even though they could be talking about something completely different, or it could be just this one little snippet and you have no idea what else they were talking about, it could resonate with you or inspire you or have something to do with what you're going through at the time. So pay attention to messages, no matter how you get it. It could be through songs or movies as well. So just pay attention to the messages that you get. If you hear it, pay attention to it. Or if you receive it, I should say, pay attention to it. You also have the gold bells. So the bells represent belief and faith. And the color, well, at least for my charm box, it does. And with the color gold, I'm getting success. You guys got a lot of success throughout this reading. This card actually says, I am successful in all that I do. So, and this is the gold color as well. So with gold, especially as opposed to silver, I think of masculine energy. And also a little bit of, because it's success, I think of sometimes fire energy as well. Or like kind of high energy, I should say. And you guys got a lot of fire in your reading. So that is all I have for you, Pile 2. That was definitely interesting. I'm sorry if I called you guys like Pile 1 sometimes throughout this reading. I don't know if I did. I feel like I know I called the letters numbers or something like that. So I apologize. So yeah, that is all I have for you. If you guys want to comment down below, let me know how I did. Give this video a thumbs up if you got anything from it. Join me on Instagram if you're not over there with me already. And I will have new social media links in the description once they're up and running. So I will see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose the True Heart Intuitive Tarot and this orange calcite crystal, then this is your reading. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this little moon ball is blinking. This is actually the first video that I have this little ball in. I found it at like a dollar store or something. I was just like, this is so cute. I have to have it. So in Pile 2, it was blinking a little bit as well, but that was like when I had already started the reading. So it'll be interesting to see if it'll do that with you as well. So for Pile 3, what will your legacy be? 4 of Wands right out the gate. So it could have to do with being a family man or woman, like being just a great member of your family. It could be parents. could be step parents. Oh, 10 of Cups as well. Very much about family and fulfillment here. You even have the Queen of Wands. Let's see here. So you have the Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. I'll put this here. Two of Swords. The back of the deck energy was the Five of Swords. You also have, in fact, I'll put it this way. As I said, the 10 of Cups and also the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. I just heard fierce mama. Like, I don't know who that's for. I feel like that's going to be for a small number of you guys, but for some of you, you're going to be known as that fierce mama. All right, so far I'm getting Pile 3. This very much has to do with family, but also defensiveness in some way. So you could have like the two sides to you. In this card, she's crossing the swords as per usual with the Two of Swords card, but behind her is also daylight and moonlight. Day and night. And another reason why I think a lot of people who chose this pile might resonate more with feminine energy, because you have, not only was I getting feminine energy with like fierce mama, but you also have the Queen of Wands. And in this 7 of Pentacles, she's actually pregnant, like she's holding her stomach as if she's pregnant. So you guys could be parents, or you could be parents in the future. You could even be, you don't have to be a parent, but you know, maybe you're like a parent, you know, via biology. You could be you could be a step parent. You could just be a parental figure. You may not even be a parent. You just could be like a powerful part of a family unit. So with the back of the deck energy, I get the sense that your legacy will have to do with strife in some way, like maybe you are the issue solver. So far, I'm not getting issue solver the way men typically solve issues. I feel like it's more of the feminine side, where it's not like, oh, I'm going to physically take care of this and like be all macho and like that kind of stuff. You guys will have a more gentle touch to it. So any strife that comes up within your family unit or your tribe, I feel like in the end it will be handled by you. Like that is what you're going to be known for. So if someone has any issues, they may come to you, and the wisdom that they get from you, the encouragement, the boost that they get from you is going to be so significant that that's going to be what you're known for. Especially with the Queen of Wands, I get this energy of like someone who's like cheering someone on and like giving them that fire energy, like giving them that boost that they need. Wow, let's see what your oracle cards have to add. You have abundance, fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Friendship. Okay, so for some of you, it's going like your tribe. So it's not family in the traditional sense. It's more like a tribe or a community. But it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. You have wild woman. Wow, wild woman, fierce mama. A lot of feminine energy here. You also have holy mountain. Respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. There's a lot of feminine energy here. You also have intimacy and fame. Okay. Lots and lots of feminine energy with this pile. So I'm getting that you guys are going to be very important to this tribe, unit, community, family, whatever, however this applies to your situation. I feel like you guys are going to be like the pillar, like the mountain for them. Like it's that kind of stable yet dependent energy. You could be known, especially since the wild woman fell right under this Queen of Wands, you could be known for doing things in almost in like esoteric or witchy kind of way. Because with the Queen of Wands, in the Rider-Waite, there's usually like a cat. So I don't know if it's a black cat, but it's like a cat in this card. And it always gave off like a witchy vibe to me. Especially, you know, wands, magic, of course. But the feminine plus the magic makes me think of like witchy energy. So however you guys get things done, the reason you're known for getting it done is because it's not in a typical way. It's not like a masculine, straightforward way. There's a way that you go about it where you resolve things and you help people. And it could be kind of wild or fierce, but it does get done. And that's what you're going to be known for. You're known for being that person. Yeah, especially with fame here. I feel like this is like you guys could be practitioners. Like I'm getting not just like witchy in like the magic sense, but hoodoo as well. So that can be what you're like a part of what you're known for and what your legacy is. You will also have a lot of people's respect. Like people respect you for what you do and how you do it and the energy that you give off. I also get the sense with this intimacy card that fell right next to the Four of Wands that you will also be like your partner could have something, could be a part of your legacy as well. Like the partnership that you have, the energy that you guys share, the energy that you give off is going to be something that people see and respect. It's also going to be a part of what you're known for. But not so much as like the whole strong and feminine and magical and woman energy part of it. With abundance here, yeah, I feel like I kind of get this with wild woman as well, where it's like what you will be known for, what your legacy will be, is going to be a part of abundance. Like when you interact with someone, you make them more abundant. And it's a part of the respect that they have for you that you're able to transmute and transform like that. So I get the sense that you teach, or that you will teach people important lessons as well with grief and fear here. And this could also be something that you go through personally as well, where the fear card says, I realize I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So maybe you weren't always like this. Like maybe you were more reserved, or you could have just been more likely to not be this open and helpful to people. No, maybe I feel like you were always kind of helpful, but maybe not as open. And with this grief card, I get the feeling that I feel like this is more so something that you express to other people, or a feeling that you give to other people, where like you might tell someone, hey, you need to get this out of the way because you won't always be able to do this, or like, hey, you need to like appreciate this person or this thing or whatever, because it may not always be there. Like I feel like this is a lesson that you teach others. Let's get you guys some runes. I always say some runes, but I always end up pulling out like just one. And some letters. In pile 2, the letters like flew. No, that was pile 1. The letters just like flew in random places and I had to get it from the floor. And some charms. So I don't actually look as I'm pulling these charms out. I just feel around until I feel like it's time to take some charms. Okay, so you guys have the number 7. You have the yellow car here. This little cars from the game of life. And you guys have the yellow one. So yellow represents intelligence, communication, wisdom. Also think of fire energy as well. Also think of like attention, like brightness. You also have the dream catcher. So the dream catcher, pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams might be trying to, you could be getting important messages or images or insights via your dreams. And also make sure that you're honoring any messages that you get. So if you get, like, let's say you're not actually dreaming, but you have a want of something that is really important to you, don't ignore that, even if you might think that it's small. So you have the gold and red bells here. So the bells represent belief and faith. And the color red is fire energy, love, action energy. I feel like this is a very, especially with the gold, very go-getter energy. The gold bell is more of a masculine energy, and it also symbolizes success. So for you guys, I get the sense that your success, like your success is going to be very much seen. Like people might even be able to look at you and be like, this woman, like, or this person, because it doesn't have to be a woman, but this person. It's like there's something powerful, or like there's something about this person. Like that's what people will think when they see you. It's going to be a part of your legacy. And even with this like little card here, travel could have something to do with your legacy as well. This could be your legacy if you move to another place. For your, I did that totally backwards, by the way. I usually start out with the runes and the letters, and I just totally did it the other way around. But anyway, for your rune, you guys have Tiwaz, which is about honor and leadership. It is also about like analysis and authority. So you guys will definitely have some sort of authority. You will be like an important pillar in your community or family. For letters, you have F, I, and I. 2 I's. I just heard Eye to Eye by I don't know what his name is, but it's from that movie, the Goofy movie, that Eye to Eye song. Okay, that is all I have for you. Pile 3, if you like this reading and you got anything out of it, please comment down below and let me know, and give this video a thumbs up. Join me on Instagram as well if you're not following me over there already. When I have my new, because I already started with like TikTok and stuff like that, but I will be posting my other social media links below if you're interested in that. And I will see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. If you chose the Luna Somnia Tarot and the Black Obsidian Crystal, then this is your reading. Ooh, that was a lot. I just saw the Empress. I'm going to shuffle again. So what will your legacy be, Pile 4? What will Pile 4's legacy be? First out is the Three of Swords. Where's it? CP? You also have the Seven of Swords, Judgment. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you guys could be known for something like cutthroat or harsh. Back of the deck energy is the Star. So you guys also have the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Devil. So, Pile 4, you guys could be a business person and you could be a cutthroat business person, or you could be the kind of person that is very to themselves. Because in all of these cards, except for the Judgment card, if there's a person in the card, they are by themselves. I feel like a part of your legacy will be success in a way where it's like your own direct success. I'm actually surprised the King of Swords didn't come out. But with the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords, I get the sense that you guys, if there needs to be an end to something, or if there needs to be a way where you work smarter to get through something, then you're going to do that. I feel like you're not you're not the kind of individual to stay in negative energy or to stay in something that does not work for you. I feel like you're very cutthroat about that, or at least that's what your legacy will be. So with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, I also get that you may not, like, a part of your legacy will not be like, it's not going to necessarily be like a fiery type of energy. It's more going to be like a more direct air type of energy. So what that means is, instead of being like something that catches people's eye per se, it could just be success in a way that it's like your success. It's like it's more to do with you than a community, for example. So even if you are a business person, you will be known, like, regardless of how successful your business will be, you will be known for being that person that like gets stuff done and is very efficient and is very cutthroat. Especially with the Judgment card. I feel like you could be quick to judge, not quick to judge, but like once your good favor is lost, it's lost forever. Like, I'm actually thinking of that quote from Pride and Prejudice where Darcy says, I think he says pretty much to that. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but he says something along the lines of, once my good opinion is lost, it's lost forever. Especially with the Hermit card, you guys could be, so because you're, you know, once your good opinion is lost forever, it's like gone forever, you could be in this hermit mode a lot of the time, in that you're by yourself and you're like thinking of ways to be better, improve yourself. And because of that, you will reach like the Emperor type of energy where there's like a success to it, a success and a sternness to it. With the Star and the Devil, I get the sense, because the Star card is Aquarius and the Devil is Capricorn. So you could be an Aquarius or Capricorn. But I just realized 4 out of 9 of your cards are Major Arcana. But you guys could be, I don't want to make it seem like you guys are not going to be successful, because with this Star card and the Devil card, I feel like you definitely can be, even if when people look at you, they could see something missing. Like you could be very successful, but people wonder like why you don't have a family or a spouse or something like that. With the Devil card, I get less of the typical Devil card energy and more of Capricorn energy. So like with Capricorn energy, I think of a very determined and like strong person, like someone who can be almost like the stereotypical father. Like if you have like the stereotypical mother who's like more soft and more easily forgiving, and then you have like the stereotypical father who's more stern and who's like more, whose punishments are more stern. That's what I want to say. So wow, let's see what your oracle cards have to add. You have love, release. You have pride. Let me see if I can make room for all of this. So the pride card says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You also have the curse, justice, and gratitude. Okay. Pile 4. So a part of what your legacy will be is kind of like what I was saying before, where you may not be prone to forgiveness. And you or someone else might think of that as a curse, like a bad thing, like, oh, this person holds a grudge or something. So I get the sense that you could be a very loving, or like, I don't get that you're a hateful person or anything like that, but I do get the sense that your love is sacred. With this love and release card, as well as the curse card and justice, as a matter of fact, I get the sense that you loving is not the problem. It's more so maintaining, because once it's lost, it's lost. And this could be something that you've always dealt with. It could just be like something that, like, maybe you have family members like that as well, or this was something that was learned. Because with the curse card, I definitely get the sense that you might think of it as a curse, or someone else might think of it as a curse or a bad thing. But I feel like you're very efficient. Like, I feel like there's not, like, this is a part of you that's stern and rigid, but it's not something that, for the most part, I don't think it's going to be something that inhibits your joy, your life. You also have the pride card, which says, I love myself and see myself in everyone. So that could be why you are more prone to just like cut people off if they disappoint you, for example, because it's, you know that they can do better, or you know that like something negative that happened didn't have to happen. So when people disappoint you, you're just like, no, don't want any of that in my life. So with this gratitude card, especially right next to the star card, I feel like you are, especially with the Emperor as well, I feel like you are, or you will be, generally successful and have a lot to be grateful for. But a part of your legacy, for a lot of you that chose pile 4, is that you're doing, and I don't want to say alone as if like you have no family or friends, but alone as in it's very much an independent type of energy. Let's get you guys some runes. And letters. It's funny, you guys got the black obsidian as well. So black might be an important color. Black symbolizes protection and also the unknown. Also think of like the moon sometimes with you guys, like a bit of a mysterious air to some of you. So I'm going to get you guys some charms as well. I don't actually look in here while I'm pulling them out. I just pull out until I feel like it's time for me to take some charms. I mean, I just shuffle around until I think it's time for me to pull out some charms. Okay, there was a rune. Not a rune. Something flew out. There it is. The Apache tear. Okay, so for your rune, you guys have Nathas. So this is a rune about, it's like endurance and like survival. It's like a rune of need. So like, what do you need to survive? What do you need in terms of necessities versus wants? For your letters, you have R, Y, and C. I just got Tracy. So that name could be significant to you. You also have the number 7. This is the third pile to get the number 7. One pile got the number 7 like this, and another one got it like in this dice here. For the dice, you actually have the number 8. So for additional numbers, the number 14 might be significant as well, because that's the number on the curse card. You also have the green bells. So the bells represent faith and belief, and the color green represents abundance, riches, luck, and growth. So the Apache tear crystal, this is a little bit translucent. I know it's hard to pick that up on camera, but the Apache tear is all about release, kind of like what this card says, releasing emotion. It's a good crystal to meditate with or work with if there's something disturbing or like deep inside you that you need to release. It's a good healing crystal. A lot of the crystals that I have in that charm box are healing crystals. This one in particular, I feel like it's really good if there's something unknown, like you may not know necessarily how to express your sadness per se, but with this crystal, I feel like you will be able to let it out more easily. Even if let it out doesn't mean express it, more like let it out in terms of crying or writing or something like that, where you can fully release it without having to know like, okay, this thing that happened here is called this. Like, it's not that kind of feeling I get from this crystal. So you also have the front part of this little locket charm thing. The back half is in the charm box as well, but you guys got the front half. So that again kind of harpens back to what I was saying before, is like people might think of you as like being alone. And again, that's not to say that you have no family or friends, but that's not a bad thing. Like, this front heart is all about independence, but also still love. You did get the love card here as well. Like, so you're not, and even here it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So even though people may think of you as being alone because like you might not have a spouse or anything, or you could be like so rigid and strict and you cut people off, you're not lonely. Like, you're not going to be like sad because of that. I mean, yeah, it might suck to have to let someone go, but that's not going to be something that holds you back. You are very much loved in terms of friends and family, but also like yourself. Like, that's not something that you will be lacking. So yeah, that is all I have for you, Pile 4. If you like this reading and you got anything out of it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. Join me on Instagram if you haven't joined me over there already. And when I get my new page, social media pages ready, I will link them down below. I already have a TikTok, but I haven't like posted anything on it yet. So, but yeah, all that will be down below if you are interested. And I will see you guys in another reading.